Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singatoka.
My name is Felipe and Today FM rocks here in Tabwa.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilay Tiambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
In the news tonight, Sedelpa top gun in doubt for upcoming election. Acting PM says unions politicising teachers' issues. And real estate companies to toe the line on FMPF payments.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Spate.
Sedelpa Party President and sitting Member of Parliament Ratanaingama Lalambalavu will not be standing for this year's general elections. Party leader Sitiveni Rambuka confirmed that despite the party president recording the third highest number of votes for Sedelpa in the last elections, Ratanaingama has not shown any interest to stand for the party in this year's elections. Ali Kimbia with this exclusive story.
Yet another major blow for Sedelpa. It's now confirmed that one of their top candidates and High Chief of the Kaunrove is not willing to put his hand up when Sedelpa really needs him.
In the case of the party president, he was not going to run and he has not declared his intention to run.
The reluctance by Ratanaingama to stand in this year's elections will definitely have a major impact on Sedelpa's chances of winning more seats than the 8 they won in the last elections. In 2014, Ratanaingama attracted 6,668 votes, the third highest for his party and the 6th highest overall for all candidates. The majority of these votes were from the province of the Kaunrove, of which he is the paramount chief. Rambuka realizes the importance of Ratanaingama's support and hopes he will have a change of heart at the last minute.
If there is a change, that will be considered by the management board, and in the absence of the management board meeting, it will be considered by the working committee and also the candidate selection committee.
Meanwhile, Rambuka also confirms that names of sitting parliamentarians not announced as provisional candidates, such as Semesa Karawaki and Mikaele Lewere, have still not met the party requirements.
Those that were announced are those that have agreed that their names can be announced and have paid up the levies that are due from each of us, and also the statutory requirements.
FBC News contacted Ratanaingama, but he refused to comment on Rambuka's confirmation about his lack of interest in representing the party that he is president of. It's expected that Sedelpa's chances at the polls may be greatly diminished in the Kaunrove now that its High Chief will not be there with the team to attract much-needed votes. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Acting Prime Minister Ayaz Said Qayyum reminded head teachers and teachers that some issues they raise with their union reps are politicised. Speaking at the Fiji Head Teachers Association annual conference in Nandi today, Said Qayyum says it is concerning to see that these issues are being twisted to favour an agenda. Felipe Naikaso reports.
The acting Prime Minister did not mince his words as he told these 700 participants that concerns raised using the union system is not working.
Some of the union officials are now going out campaigning. How can you get a completely apolitical view of the reforms if you have some of the union reps actually campaigning specifically aligned to political parties?
Syed Qayyum says the government is doing all it can to ensure there is always a conducive working environment for teachers. Association President Atikini Duoimbe requested the minister if the reforms can be relooked at.
And also encourage us to continue with what we are doing as we move on with the reforms that are in place.
Another issue that was highlighted at the conference was the culture of favoritism, and Syed Qayyum says they are aware of it.
Teachers need to curry favor or need to be in the favorite books of district education officers so they may get the transfer. So when they want to apply for a transfer or they want a promotion, they may get recommended. But if you do not necessarily put on the salu on them or give them a nice cup of tea, you may not get a good chance. That should not be the culture. That is completely wrong.
The acting Prime Minister also met with the different districts to listen to their issues and provide clarifications. Philippe Naikaso, FBC News.
After losing their application against the Education Ministry in the Employment Relations Court yesterday, the Fiji Teachers Union says it will now pursue its case in the Arbitration Court. FTU had filed its case in the Employment Relations Court in May, alleging the employment contracts of its members were breached. Catherine Krishna reports.
The court ruled yesterday that the FTU had not filed their claim to the Employment Relations Court within the required 21 days and the claim was barred. The court also ordered the FTU to pay $2,000 cost to the ministry within 14 days. FTU General Secretary Agnidev Singh says they will not appeal the ruling but will file with the arbitration court.
Take the case, pursue the case with the arbitration court, and that's exactly what we are doing. We would be filing the papers tomorrow in the arbitration court.
The case arose from claims that after the job evaluation exercise, some teachers were demoted from their position without any reason given, and that their existing contracts as head of small, medium and large primary and secondary schools had not been renewed. Catherine Krishna, FBC News.
52 real estate companies have been given until the end of the month to register with the Fiji National Provident Fund and ensure workers' deductions are made. This follows concerns raised by a few salespeople who found their FNPF deductions were not being made. FNPF Manager Compliance Penny Ngonelevu has confirmed 82 companies have registered with the Real Estate Licensing Board. However, only 32 have made arrangements and FNPF deductions so far. Savara Tambor reports.
The FNPF will visit real estate companies soon to ensure they adhere to the law.
We want to work with them. They comply coming forward, but they're finding it hard to go back. Some unavailability of records, staff no longer work with them, unavailability of personal details. Some are not registered, so some have migrated. And we're willing to work with them on the going back, so we can ensure that we comply. And going back is for 7 years.
Real Estate Association President Vyas Deo Sharma has claimed nothing formal came from the FNPF regarding the issue.
At a meeting held in Pacific Harbour, that they will write to us, but it has not been done to us. Our members are not fully aware about this, and let's hope FNPF does inform us.
The FNPF says it has responded to the association lawyer with a copy to the Real Estate Board. Some real estate agencies have not been paying workers FNPF for almost 6 years now, claiming they were not aware of the legislation which states companies must comply with the mandatory 10% deductions. Sabera Tambua, FBC News.
Still to come, world celebrates Hindi Day. And new Nakasi Fire Station underway. Details after the break.
Bula, nevang gomal kay leloma, gongai nakas on the wakarong ng Bula FM, namban dua na sere.
Hoya ubasit sai sa Lambasa, ya on talita na warong ng Bula FM, namban dua na sere.
Guya Dr. Meli, ako na tao no hinatoka, talita kina na warong ng Bula FM, namban dua na sere.
Warong tuma ng Bula FM, namban dua na sere nawaluan.
Nevang go fane na tao no singatoka, kita on talita ka ng Bula FM, namban dua na sere.
Bula FM, namban dua na sere.
Acclaimed writer and professor of literature Subramani believes there is a need for language activists in the country. Professor Subramani says there is a serious linguistic crisis and steps must be taken to prevent the further deterioration of languages, especially the vernacular languages. Pranita Prakash reports.
During World Hindi Day celebration at the University of the South Pacific today, Professor Subramani highlighted that a very small number of students are pursuing Hindi at the university level.
The knowledge of Devanagari is absent, and if students don't have the knowledge of Devanagari, then the great books are close to them. The epics are close to them. They can't read Ramayana, Mahabharata, Gita, and they can't read great literature.
He says parents need to play an active role.
The parents got to be told that if they want their children to be good in English, they have to be good in their mother tongue. If you don't have a sound grounding in your mother tongue, you're unlikely to be very good in English. So the languages complement each other.
Hindi Studies lecturer at USP, Professor Indu Chandra, says there is a need to keep Hindi language alive. Without any resources and away from India, our forefathers kept the Hindi language and culture alive. Students who scored the highest marks in Hindi in the external examinations last year were also recognized during the World Hindi Day celebrations today. They were awarded with trophies and certificates. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
Only one Fijian has made the cut for this year's Chevening Scholarship to study in the United Kingdom. 30-year-old Milika Chung is one of the scholarship recipients who will pursue her master's degree in development studies at the University of Sussex. Sainiani Boyle attended the scholarship handover ceremony today.
Leaving her family for the first time will be a challenge. However, Milika Chung says she is ready to make the most of the opportunity.
Like for us ladies, for women to go away for 1 year, leaving behind our families, our husband and our children is quite tough at times. But I have a very supportive husband. He has been the one pushing for me to do this.
Other recipients are from Tonga and Tuvalu. While farewelling them, Acting UK High Commissioner Dave Jones urged all students to take advantage of other programs at their respective universities.
Don't just focus on, studies, although that is an incredibly important part of the process. Soak up the culture. If you can, try and live with a family. There's a scheme that happens for that. Try and engage in volunteering and some charity work.
Chevening is UK government's international awards program aimed at developing global leaders since 1983. Sainiani Mboila, FBC News.
Nakasi is rapidly developing and has now become a one-stop shop for many services. Keeping this in mind, the relevant authorities are also working towards making all essential services available for the residents and businesses based there. Kritika Kumar reports the latest investment includes the construction of a new fire station at Andi Ledindavila Nganila Road in Nakasi.
This will be the National Fire Authority's 19th fire station.
The expansion of these fire services into the rural and heavily populated areas is in line with government's intent to provide every Fijian easy access to such essential services.
The new $1.2 million station, once complete, will help NFA respond quickly to emergencies, as currently the nearest fire station is in Nosori, 6 kilometers away.
This new fire station will ensure National Fire Authority's quicker response time to fires and other emergencies to the people of Nakasi.
NFA Chief Executive Manasa Lesuma says they have similar plans for other divisions.
Currently, we are now working on the Nambolo fire stations and the Raki fire stations. With the Raki one, it's really to replace the old one that's currently being used, but it's new stations altogether.
The NFA has been tasked by the government to expand their services to other developing centres such as Navua, Korovo and Nambualu. It aims to build 21 new fire stations in the strategic locations by the end of next year. Kritika Kumar, FBC News.
6 people walked away with prizes worth $2,000 after participating in the Fiji Broadcasting Corporation's 64th birthday promotion. Each winner was picked from different radio stations. They were given $1,000 gift vouchers each from Quartz Fiji, while FBC topped another $1,000 each. The promotion ran for 2 months. Today FM winner Samuela Navukasavu, who is visually impaired, says the prize will help them purchase much-needed items at home.
I was just like taking part in Nakasi with lucky pick. That's one lucky pick. Just buy some stuff at home. The rest I'll keep it.
In sports later with Jamie, flying Fijians Loch Leon and Nakarawa looking forward to the November tour, but up next is Rachel with business.
Thanks, Jackie. Good evening, and coming up after the break, Muscat Cove continues to record good visitor arrivals. And in growing Fiji, new health clinic for Nassau villagers on Coral Island. Stay with us.
Lola, I am Eleanor. For the best classic hits, I only listen to Gold FM here in Singatoka. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Seni Rawa. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Dino. I'm from Outrigger, Coral Coast, Singatoka. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Salote. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, my name is Marida. Gold FM plays the best classics here in Outrigger, Singatoka.
Gold FM, only the classic.
Leading business tonight, visitor numbers at the Muscat Cove Island Resort on Malolo Island continues to increase, with majority coming from Australia and New Zealand. The resort management says despite the current dry weather and 2 tropical cyclones affecting the west earlier this year, tourist numbers are good. Felipe Nakaso reports.
Targeting the emerging markets is an area the Muscat Cove Island Resort is focusing on for the future.
Australia's a key market, and obviously New Zealand as well as is in there as the little brother, and very important as well. But we need to continue to push into the emerging markets. Obviously North America and Europe are very important.
Will Moffat says the dry weather spell is also a blessing in disguise for the resort.
And then the flip side is the guests, they're getting, particularly Australians and New Zealanders in the winter, they're getting away from the horrible wet weather, so they love the sunshine.
Ensuring teamwork between the staff and management is a key component of success for the resort.
Fijians coming in to the picture, taking a lot of work that normally been taken by the expats, which is a good thing to see.
The resort currently has 180 staff, majority of whom are from nearby villages. Felipe Naikaso, FBC News.
The Fiji Human Resources Institute hosted their first briefing with CEOs from the public and private sector in Suva today. The briefing was an initiative by the Institute, which included Ram Bajikal of FMF as one of the keynote speakers. Bajikal says strategic human resource management can assist in service delivery and enhance profitability in an organization. He says it also looks at how an organization can translate business strategy into human resource objectives, which CEOs and their HR teams need to work together to achieve. This means HRs have an input at the discussion table.
The biggest thing that the CEOs need to do is engage them a lot more into the business decisions, into the way the business runs, help them to understand the business, get their hands dirty with actually running a few things, and that's the way that they can connect better.
And we now join Sinifa from HFC Bank with the latest from the trading world.
Looking at today's active trading, the US dollar dipped as Canada signaled it might make a concession to the United States to resolve their talks over reworking the North American Free Trade Agreement. Still, anxiety over the trade dispute between China and the United States has kept many investors on edge. The Aussie dollar traded near a 2.5-year low yesterday, amid concerns Australian exporters could suffer if the Chinese economy is damaged by a trade war. The New Zealand dollar hasn't shown any real signs of recovery since the midpoint of August. However, it appears the sellers are in control and the previous demand level and fundamentals continue to stack up for the US dollar. That's all from HFC Bank for now. Vinaka.
Thanks, Anifa. Taking a look at the foreign exchange rate set this morning for the Fijian dollar. In an active market yesterday, the Fiji dollar slipping against some of the other currencies due to the rising US dollar. It lost ground against several other currencies we cover, but it rose against the Chinese yuan and the Japanese yen. As for the commodities market, prices were up, with the price of oil just closing above $70 a barrel. Gold closed at $1,197 an ounce, and silver closed at $14.12 an ounce. And in growing Fiji tonight, the people of Coral Island will now have better health services after the opening of a new maternal and Child Clinic Centre at the Nassau village yesterday. Health Minister Rosie Akbar says the new extension provided a new look and enhanced services to many mothers and families seeking critical information and advice on a variety of topics. Akbar says the new clinic incorporates Child Health Clinic, the integrated management of the Childhood Illness Program, along with an emergency delivery room. The project, which cost $300,000, was funded by the Australian government.
This new facility, ladies and gentlemen, will reach out to 14 villages in Nassau district and has a population of well over 5,000 people and more. Such developments are possible through sheer commitment and partnerships to reach out and make a positive changes in the lives of communities.
And that's business for tonight. Jamie joins you now with sports.
Thank you, Rachel, and good evening. Up ahead in sports, Fijian rower departs for Australia, and a new captain to lead Fijiana Sevens this season. Details coming up.
Hi, I'm Jyotishma. I'm from Singatoka. I love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM is #1.
I'm Charlene Robert. Mirchi FM rocks in Lambasa.
I'm Soname Nasori Jackson. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Raymond Dutt. I'm in Baba Singh Alliance. Mirchi FM is hot in Lambasa.
I'm Pritika from Jax Nasori. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nasori. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Fiji Airways Ndrua Outside Centre, Poasa Wanganimbao and utility back Enele Malele have been ruled out of the next Australian National Rugby Championship match after suffering injuries against Brisbane City last weekend. The Fijian Ndrua departed for Australia today to play their first away match against NRC defending champions Queensland Country on Saturday. Captain Mosese Voka says the team is in high spirits and is looking forward to winning its third straight NRC match. He says coach Senirusi Servakula is likely to make a few changes to the starting lineup when he announces his run-on team on Friday. A new captain will lead the Fiji Airways Fijiana Sevens in the 2018-19 World Women's Sevens Series. Former captain Ana Maria Rongida has missed out on a place in the extended squad that was named to prepare for the first leg in the USA. Meli Tavanga reports.
Losing Ana Maria Rongida is an opportunity for others to step up and contest the captaincy role.
I've told the girls that are here if they're not performing, not keeping up with the training, then they'll have to go and work for it, and the other girls will come in.
Interim coach Ali Ferretti Ndobi Berata says this presents him with a huge challenge in preparing his young squad for the World 7 Series.
That is our role, to motivate them, to encourage them, and just to set them up to prepare them for what is to be expected at the World 7 Series.
Newbie 25-year-old Malaya Matanatambu says she is doing whatever she can to impress the selectors.
I started playing for the Nosori Youth Club and joined the Rewa Rugby Women's team and played in the Skipper Cup and joined the Fijian 15 side to play in Australia. Now I've made it to the 7th training squad and I'm going to give my best to make the final cut.
Out of the Fijiana 26-member squad, only 2 players from former coach Ilyas Tanivula have made it. Meanwhile, the opening round of the Women's 7 Series will be held in Glendale, USA on the 20th to the 21st of next month. Meli Tabanga, FBC Sports.
Fiji Airways flying Fijian star lock Leone Nakarawa is looking forward to the autumn tour test match against Scotland that will be played in November. Nakarawa, who was part of the flying Fijian side during the mid-year test matches, says they will prepare well for the battle against the Scots. Fiji plays Scotland on November 11th. 6 days later, they face Uruguay and will complete its tour with a match against France on the 24th. They may be the greatest of rugby rivals, but the All Blacks and the Springboks are heading into Saturday night's clash on the back of 2 very different weeks. While the All Blacks will welcome a wealth of experience back into the side, there are still concerns on the job security of South Africa's head coach. Today's play of the day is taken from the NFL, where New York Jets wide receiver Andre Roberts ran 78 yards, slicing through the Detroit Lions defense during a stunning punt return to score a long-range touchdown. That's it from Sports Tonight. Join Angie later on with weather and in new media. U.S. mobile carrier AT&T heats up 5G global race. That's coming up.
Narang gole semia, awama kita kena kas, dorong bina kape, ona radio Fiji 1, nando mo ibit.
Ayaw binyana, dito barong na radio Fiji 1, nando mo ibisi, hindi natoka.
Gue alo ilaisa hinga toka, rong bina na hera makawa ina radio Fiji 1 hinga toka.
Radio Fiji 1, nando mo ibiti.
Weather time now with Angie.
Hello there and welcome to the Weather World. It's been pretty rainy, so basically nothing exciting about this weather, but one good thing is that at least it's cool. The cold breezes are spreading out to the country and it will be around for a bit with occasional showers. Taking a look in the west, quite rainy with low temperatures getting cooler again. Eastwards from Pekhaba to Suva, it was cool throughout the day, expect light showers later tonight. And up north, mixed between sun and showers. At sea, southeast winds gusting to 20 knots, moderate to rough seas. For the tides, high tide at 8:39 a.m. with low tide at 2:51 a.m. Sunrise at 6:04. For tomorrow, we cannot expect any great deal of sunshine anytime soon, so let's befriend the showers for now. Tomorrow's temps, it will fluctuate between 29 to 31 degrees. And looking further on to Friday, your umbrellas will not get any break as there is more showers coming our way. And that's all from the FBC Weather World. Jackie.
Thanks so much for that, Angie. In Fiji on Pulse tonight, we asked, do you think the Fiji football team is making any progress on the international stage?
They're not progressing at all. They just lost to Singapore last night and drew with Solomon Islands last week.
I think the Fiji team has been performing well because they've been training hard.
Performance is good, but only the thing is that if they have more exposure.
Coach should introduce a new game plan and players should abide by it.
Recapping the main stories for tonight, Sadelpa Top Gun in doubt for upcoming election. Acting PM says unions politicizing teachers' issues and real estate companies to toe the line on FMPF payments. Now for these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our poll question segment this week, we're asking, are we doing enough to conserve water during this prolonged dry spell? Visit our FBC website to answer. Before we go, our shot of the day sent in by Vedanta Fiji. The picture was captured at the Intercontinental in Nathandola. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page, FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. That was your FBC News for tonight. From the team and I, stay safe. Good night.
मैं नवनीत नंद नंबुआ से जैसे प्रेनी नोट मशहूर है वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 भी सभी जगह मशहूर है। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
सीमा नकाशी से मैं रेडियो फीजी 2 पसंद करती हूँ सुनने के लिए। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
मैं हूँ अंकल किंग सिंगाटोका टाउन के टैक्सी ड्राइवर। जैसे रग्बी फेमस है वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 फेमस है।
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।